Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Coca-Cola Coliseum from Toronto. It's the Toronto Marlies, the Belleville Senators, Game 2 in this three-game series between the Sens and the Marlies. The Marlies going in the white version here tonight with no numbers on the back and no names as the face-off won by Toronto. We get started here. Sent around the far boards. That was Voigt going after it. A little bit of changes to the lineups here tonight. Big hit. Here's Voigt with it. Voigt gave it away. The Sens trying to get it out. Bernard Docker to Hauerlook. If the Marlies win this game, there will be a third and final game to this special three-game set. Just for the fun of it, there's a block in front of Hildeby. Here's Gambrell for Toronto. Gave that away to Sokolov. Re-enter the zone. Here's Lodin with it again. Niemela. Sent around by the Senators. It's picked up by Toronto. Villeneuve trying to get it out. He can't. Now the Marlies get a stick on it. Hauerlook. Now a centering pass and a big poke check by Hildeby. Another chance that was blocked in front. Here's Niemela for Voigt. Niemela to Gambrell. To the middle of the ice. Now the Marlies gain control. Here they come with it. Pass to the front. That's off the side of the net. They still have it. Kick to the point. There's Logan Shaw. To Mikko Kokkonen. Winds and shoots. That stop. It bounces over the reach of Ty Voigt. And now it's Ridley Gregg. Hit there by Shaw. Marlies have it. Dylan Gambrell breaking. Can't get a shot to the net. Sens with it now. Bernard Docker to Kokkonen. Back in comes Belleville. Sent around the far boards. It's now Toronto with it. Pass to Slavin. Hit hard as he goes down. And the Sens with it again. Yaravente now touched up. Belleville will get the first power play of the game. They got all three in the first game between these two, including a 5-on-3 that solved things in the final 30 seconds. Draw one. Here's a chance. Steeves a good block, and he'll take off with it shorthanded. Alex Steeves doing what he does best, and that's attacking. He has it here. Steeves to the net. He scores! A shorty for Alex Steeves, and the Marlies strike first. Here in the second game of this three-game set against Belleville, it's a shorthanded goal, and it's going to be a nice one for him. Marlies will take goals any way they can get them. They only scored one the other night back in Belleville. They have that one now here tonight in front of the home crowd. Dillingham Morelli sends it in. Round the boards it goes. Here's Sokolov. Pass over. That finds Lodin. Comes out. Shaw with it. To Dillingham Morelli. Back in. Here they come again. Shaw. Drop pass. Found nobody but one of the Senators, and Abruzzese was there to stop him. 25 seconds left on the power play. That's past Miller and back down. And that should pretty much do it for this power play. 0 for 1 here tonight. Marlies have it after killing it. Abruzzese may have hit the bar. That looked like it got through. Here's Larson hit along the boards. Still holding on to it. Sokolov tried to keep it in, and now he comes the other way with it. 6 minutes to go here in this first period. 1-0 Toronto. Here's Jacob Slavin. Marlies trying to get something started. There's the pass to Shaw. He shoots. Just missed. Villeneuve back. Timmins to Slavin. Back to the point, and getting up slowly was one of the Marlies. Hildeby plays that down for Miller. Here's Miller to Shaw. In over the line. Here come the Marlies. Drop pass. Timmins shooting. Save made. Ellis. Miller. One-timer. Sogard has the glove on that. Here's Thompson. Pass ahead. That finds Sabrin, and here come the Sens. 2 to go in the period. Scott Sabrin. Saved by Dennis Hildeby. Bouncing puck. He gets it back. Chartier tipping it. Save made again by Hildeby. Loose puck. Sens pressing. Sabrin to Reinhardt. Good save made. In the corner, a big collision. Here's Timmins for Ellis. He'll send that in. Around the boards it goes. Blandisi with it. Backhander side of the net. That ends the period. 1-0 Toronto after one. Good period for the Marlies. They had the better step. They get rewarded for it. A must-win game for them to force the game 3 back in Belleville. Shots after one. 6-3 Toronto. They lead it 1-0. The hits 8-2 Belleville. Faceoffs 2-1 Toronto. Power plays Belleville 0 for 1. Toronto a shorthanded goal. 1-0 after one. Welcome into period 2 from Coca-Cola Coliseum. We hope you're enjoying and you're with us. Marlies and Senators Draw one back. Here's Timmins for Gambrell. Gambrell moves in. Drops that back, gets that back, and then turn it over to Wodin. Howerlook. Here come the Sens. Nimoy back to defend. Wodin stopped. Hildeby had got behind him, but he has it, and he holds on for Toronto. Sens looking for a push here as Toronto had the better step in that opening period. It was clear. Here's the draw. One back picked up by Hetherington, and a glove saved by Dennis Hildeby. Here's Villeneuve. Through his feet for Gambrell. Dylan Gambrell in over the line for Toronto. Looks, drops back for Timmins. Here's an opportunity, but it comes out to Lodin, and now Gambrell resets to Voigt. Voigt feeding it over. Gambrell put it right on, and Sogard made the save on that. Here's Howerlook to Bernard Docker up ahead for Sokolov. He has a lane to the net, and it's sent up and over. Villeneuve can't get it out. Sokolov has it to Lodin. What a save! Looked like a sure tap-in, and Hildeby got the toe on it. Toronto sends it in and around. Villeneuve is not there to keep it in. Timmins to Gambrell. They come right back inside. Faking, but can't take the shot. Lodin. Here's Hetherington to Sokolov. Lodin with it back. Collision with Villeneuve. And now Clifford. We're almost halfway. 1-0 Toronto. Drop pass given away. Shaw cut the breakaway pass. Shaw to Petronero. Sent ahead for Gambrell. Here's Hetherington. Along the boards to Lucchini. Given away, but now has that back. Dropping for Gregg. Good block. And the Marlies send it ahead to Slavin as we hit the halfway mark. 1-0 Toronto. Icing warning, but Shaw is on it first. He shoots. Save made by Sogard. Larson. Hit along the board. Shaw keeps it in. Wait. Shoots. Save by Sogard. The snatching leather to keep it 1-0. Opportunities for both sides in this period, but Toronto trying to outweigh the Belleville Senators here as they have the 1-0 advantage. Draw one, picked up Sens, gave that away to Blandisi. Petronero, one-timer right to the chest of Sogard. Matt Sogard will have that any day. Face-off will come here to the right side of the Belleville net. Shots 10-6, Toronto in the game. One back, Marlies have it again. The shot, and it got a piece of Sogard. Came in front to Ellis. Marlies can't hold the zone. It's out. Here's Steves trying to bring it right back inside. He has the only goal of the game, and we expected him to be a scorer here tonight as he was silenced last night in Belleville. Has it here, winds and shoots, and Sogard again makes the save. Belleville needs to start going the other way. They've been having in their zone. Here they come. Lucchini in over the Toronto line. In on net. Backhander right to the chest of Hildeby. Cleared out to center and back down. 3 to go here in the second. 1-0 Toronto leading. Thompson leveled. That takes exception. Blandisi and Lucchini drop the gloves here. And they'll go back and forth. They sure will. The opportunities have been there. We spoke about it, and just a great job on that open ice hit. It may have looked dirty, but it was actually a clean hit. And the Marlies and the Senators will stay 5-on-5 here with 2:49 remaining in the second. Belleville, the only power play in the game. Here's Miller weaving his way in, gave it away to Cole Reinhardt. Here's Rourke Chartier, had both goals yesterday in the Belleville win. The save made by Hildeby as he fights that off. Here's Clifford. Just over a minute to go in this second period. He'll send it in around. Hetherington is on it. That finds Cole Reinhardt to Chartier. Big collision with Sabrin. And he's knocked down by Dillingham Morelli. Pass finds Miller, goes back in behind and sends it around to Clifford. Dillingham Morelli back down the ice. That ends the second. 1-0 Toronto after 2 here in Game 2 of this best-of-3 short series. Dennis Hildeby has been spectacular. Shots to go in the hockey game. 12-8 Toronto. It's 1-0 Toronto after 2. Hits 10-8 Belleville. Face-off 6-2 Toronto. Power plays Senzo for 1. Toronto a short-handed goal. 1-0 Toronto after 2. Welcome into period 3 here tonight from Coca-Cola Coliseum. If the Marlies hold on, a Game 3 will be back in Belleville up next. Pass from Timmins given away to Lodine. Lodine moves in, looks and shoots, and it's kicked out by Hildeby. Howerlook with it. Back for Hetherington. That's kept in. Howerlook to the net. Lodine looking for the setup. Hetherington letting it go. Blocked by a Marley. Another chance loose in front. Sends with a good press to start the third. Howerlook right on. Save made by Dennis Hildeby. Villeneuve into the Belleville zone. 3 gone here in the third. Shots 2-0 Belleville this period. Sokolov to Howerlook. Big collision with Topinimoa. Voigt to Gambrell. In come the Marlies. Here's Villeneuve. Waiting. Didn't take the shot. If you're the Marlies, you just got to let that go. You don't got to be pretty with it. Here's Lodine. And here come the Senators. There's the shot. Good block on that lane to the net. Marlies give it away. Howerlook. Here's Larson. In on goal. Hildeby the save. Villeneuve. Gambrell. Ty Voigt has it. Sent into the Belleville zone. 7 gone here in the third period. It's 1-0 Toronto. Yaravente. Howerlook. Brooks Chartier with it. Gave it away to Topi Niemela. Spins that back to Timmins. Shots 3-0 Belleville here in the third. Toronto with the only goal of the game. Here's Larson hit. Marley's trying to get in there and get that puck free, but it's the Sens who do. Yaravente. Chartier back ahead to Gregg. Ridley Gregg, and taken back by the Marlies. Kyle Clifford. Clifford looks, passes over, and it missed Shaw, but he has it now. Looking for a lane, got one, deflect, save made, and it went over the net, the rebound. Sends to the Marlies, battle away here in the third, 8 minutes to play. Toronto gets in there and gets the puck. Clifford broke his stick trying to get it to the net. Logan Shaw trying to move in with an opportunity. Now the other way come the Sens. One-on-one, Kokanen tired, trying to get back. Hildeby bails him out. Given away though, Gregg, and there's Slavin to Ellis. Line changes for both clubs. Soothers for Ellis, breaking in. Ellis hit the post. Slavin. Petronero couldn't hold it in. The broken stick did just enough for Belleville to get it out. 5:27 to go here in the third. It's 1-0 Marlies. They've had the better step in this game. Belleville had the better one last night, winning on 5-on-3 power play. In regulation, 2-1 was the final. Toronto with the 1-goal lead here tonight. Trying to dig it free. They're trying to force a game 3 back in Belleville. Thompson's hit hard, and that's going to take exception by the officials. Toronto back to the penalty kill, as the Sens will get a late power play to try to even this out. Here's the face-off. This is what burned the Marlies last night, was late penalty trouble. Sokolov, here's the shot. Hildeby the save. Playing that down, the Marlies have it. Blandisi turned it over. Steves is there. Has a short-handed goal. He'll just chip it back into the Belleville zone. Sens have it. Yaravente for Lodine. Here's Lodine with it. Gave that away. Now gets that back. Yaravente back to defend on that. Here's the shot. Save again. Hildeby. Cleared off the boards and back down by the Marlies. Steves chases after it. He has the only goal in a short-handed tally. Here he goes again. Tried to tuck that. It didn't work. Sokolov. 12 seconds left on the rush. Here come the Senators. Time's running out for them here tonight. Here's the chance. Great save. Dennis Hildeby. Pass finds Voigt. He'll step in with a shot. Saved by Sogard. Marlies with it again. Hitting the last minute of play here in the third. Timmins in. Can't get the shot. It rolled to Sogard, but he settled it down for Sokolov, and a penalty coming to Toronto. Hetherington to Lodine. Sens going to pull the netminder for the extra attacker as the Marlies touch up with 45 seconds to play. Very low scoring affairs in these first two games. 2-1 Belleville last night. 1-0 Toronto right now with 45 seconds. Sens with the extra attacker and the power play. 6-on-4. Draw one by the Marlies. Petronero. There's Logan Shaw with it. Back around Aberzizi to the empty net. That missed a mile wide. And here's Larson. Now ahead. Here come the Sens. They got numbers. Here's the shot deflecting, and Hildeby made the save. In the corner, a big collision. There's shot Aberzizi. Chip back over. That just missed Timmins. He'll chase after his man for the empty net. 20 seconds to go. Here's Chartier. Hit there by Shaw. He'll feed that back. Aberzizi right back out and down. Coming down to the final 10 seconds of play. Sends on a 6-on-4 power play. Given away to Petronero. There's Timmins. He'll send it down, and we'll have a game 3 back in Belleville as the Marlies escape with a 1-0 shutout. So Game 3 back in Belleville, about to start. We hope to see you there. Belleville taking the first game 2-1. Toronto taking this one 1-0. Game 3 decides it all.